So, hello again. The dust has settled on the solstice, and now it's back to our regularly scheduled programming. And I thought I might do something a little new and talk about a little piece of the financing I get for the game. And we're talking little. I've got a thing I'd share with you if you're interested. What can typically buy you, say, a time saver pass each month? After a little bit of time, of course. But it'll start regularly paying for little things for you. 1 second, get this madness. And every little bit helps. Every free to play, cheap to play, or even whale appreciates an extra $10 for whatever. So I'll show you one of the little things I have, little tools. Now, it's a quote-unquote game, and what it is, if you haven't heard of it, is you buy virtual real estate and get rents off your lands. And I'll show you how much it's gotten me over a little over a year now. But keep in mind, the first 3 months, it's a slow build. The first 3 months are slow as heck. And if you want to speed that up, I can show you a little bit of investment and putting a little money up front for those who are, say, more higher end, cheap to play in Wales. And if you're free to play, just put in the time. It is next to no time out of your day, and it'll get you up there. Let me just get in my little profile here, and I'll show you how much I've made in just a little over a year. So $108 extra, and I have been using that, as I said, for say a time saver VIP pass, like a premium pass, or whatever you need. I get about $10 a month off this one, and that's cool. That's a little extra. If that would help anybody out, you might look into this Atlas Earth thing and start out small and slow, and then work your way up to a fair amount of land parcels here, and start gaining a reliable little extra bit to help you along. That's just a little tidbit that you may be interested in. That is completely up to you, of course. So there's that. And then beyond that, I thought I would tell you where I've landed. A little while back, a few days ago, I mentioned that I was leaving Lighthouse of the Lost in search of a new alliance because I needed something a little more quote-unquote casual. Because summer is here, it's hot as heck, and in Europe, we don't have a lot of air conditioning. We do own one, but we rarely ever use it. Today is one of those exceptions because it is balls-ass hot. And but during the day, we're spending our time at the beach, and I'll be honest, in little Swiss beaches, when you go down all these stairways and you're in these little depressions next to the lake on these rocky shores, there can be little to no signal. So if I'm there for several hours, and that is not an exaggeration, several hours every day that I physically can't be on the game, then I just can't be in the top 100 or top 10 alliance and be a benefit to them. So I had to step back for the seasonal reason, and it's likely permanent. Barring any unforeseen issues, it is probably a good permanent mover. So I do so far enjoy it. I got here Guardians Reborn. Some of you may be aware of that one and certain personnel inside. So I so far rather like it. It's quite chill. It's exactly what I was looking for, and on paper, and now after a couple of days in, it is very much fitting what I hoped it would fit into. In that need of mine to step back a little bit, but still want play. I'm still going to be active and do all the events and wars, but I just can't be slogging through the top meta when everything looks the same, and God knows wars are just depending on the type of wars, a sea of purple or red, or God knows 25 Bernies and whatever. Such nonsense because, you know, since the spring calibration, we've seen a lot of variety. Or not. Well, a lot less salami, that's true. Okay. Well, right now it's Atlantis rising, so it's peak farm season. And I'm alternating between hard and normal levels, as one does. So actually what I would like to hear is I haven't heard anyone else's, or very, very few of their results. Just let me know what your best pull was from the Solstice Summit. I would love to hear other people out there who pulled one. I don't care if you're a whale or cheap or free to play. If you're watching this, just let me know. I'm very curious. I think it's a super interesting event, and I'm still just coming off the high of it. That was so much fun. Yeah. What else? Also another thing I would love to hear is like the Atlas Earth thing I shared. I want to know what other people are doing as little side bits to supplement their gaming income. I'm sure that some of you are out there maybe doing some of the Bitcoin miner or whatever it is. I've heard a lot about that. It's starting to pique my interest. I haven't delved into that yet, but a lot of Atlas Earth players are starting to venture into that, and some of the big names like King of Queens and those such people are into it, and they vouch for it. But you have to be very knowledgeable going in, so it's one of those buyer beware situations. But I think Atlas Earth is right up the alley of people like Empires and Puzzles players, because it's all about patience. It's all about, if you want to get ahead, you can spend, but just know the more you spend, the less likely you will break even. But if you just invest a little bit of money, you can get ahead quicker. Or if you invest no money and just your time, it'll be slow, but you will get there, just like I did. And after a year, you'll get to about $100 or whatever your local currency is. And then it's faster. It's really just that first few months that's slow, and then it picks up. And then as you get more land, it picks up and picks up and picks up. And then you have these things called super rent, where you get times 50 the value. So that's pretty good. So yeah, I want to hear your insights on your supplemental income from apps or whatever that is reliable, not some gimmicky crap. Atlas Earth is reliable. And then I want to hear about your heroes. Do me that solid. Let's see what's happening. What other people are doing. I'm going to pick your brains, man. I want to learn some stuff. Teach me something. So that's about it. Don't have anything too exciting today. I mean, you don't top Solstice Summon or Black Friday type events on a Monday. So you got to come down a bit and recover. As I lay here with a cool pack on my chest in this sweltering ass heat, with my daughter in there in the air conditioning, trying to snooze. Well, I guess that's about it for, oh good God, there's a lot of troops. That's about it for now. I'll come back at you next time I have something a little more interesting, but for now, I'm serious. Comment. I want to hear. I want to learn. Teach me. And I look forward to that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening, day, morning, whatever it is for you. Later.